Listen to right?
Hello, I would like to welcome you back once again to the live session of the Ghana Immigration Service. I am ASI Anusamekula Cecilia, Media Relations Officer of the Ghana Immigration Service. And so for a while now, we haven't interacted with you. We would like to come to you with some information, vital information with regards to the third phase of the 2025-2026 Ghana Immigration Service recruitment exercise that is ongoing. I wish we had come earlier so that I could get the chance to wish those of you who have already started the examination a good luck, but it's not too late. Congratulations and good luck to all of us applicants who have gotten to the third stage of the exercise, and I wish you all the best before we start. So today we are going to take some concerns that some of you have been facing. We understand that this is the first time that we are going to do something like this online, and so the concerns are many. We have received feedback on questions basically leading to technical issues, so we want to address some of them. For some of you, it's the first time that you have encountered such a thing. You are going to be examined online, and so we understand those concerns. So I have with me here a technical person, an officer from the national headquarters here with MIS, that's our Management Information Systems, in the person of Superintendent Henry Wache. You are welcome once again, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and he's also a key member of the recruitment committee here at the Ghana Immigration Service. So all your concerns that you are sending in, we have seen some of the comments in the flyer that we shared earlier informing you of this live session. And so we'll be taking from some of those places before we finally get to the live session itself. I can see that the questions are already coming in fast, and there are so many. We'll be addressing all of them today. And I'm excited in particular because today most of the questions are very technical, so I wouldn't have to address them myself. The technical man is here. And so I'm excited for you, and I hope you are all excited about this. So greetings once again, and I would like to take some of the questions that we are receiving already. We have King Charles. Will applicants see their exam scores immediately they submit? Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I'd like to bring you in here.
Okay, thank you very much. So you don't see the exam score immediately after you submit, just as how you did the screening exercise. It comes some few days after the exercise, so it's similar to the examination. You submit, then you keep checking.
Oh, okay.
So after you have submitted, just keep an eye on your portal, and then definitely the results will be displayed for you to see.
All right.
So that is what is going to happen. So definitely your results will be displayed.
Yeah.
Right.
So meaning after the exams, you still have to keep your eyes open on the ground, on the portal. From time to time, you check in to see if your results are in. So there will be regular updates with regards to that. Wangaston Akobiri Barnabas is asking, are you allowed to use calculators in the exams? Calculators. I think this is a recurring question. I've seen a number of them referring to this calculator issue. Because here's the thing, I think in the notice that was shared earlier, the notice was actually shared on our Facebook page. Yes, it did mention that applicants are required to keep their faces on the camera. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
Yes.
So you are supposed to keep your face straight to the camera, but then you are allowed to have plain sheet of paper because some of the questions require you to do some calculations.
Okay.
So the idea is that you don't have to swivel your head. I mean, if you set up your computer and then you try to set up another computer beside the main computer that you are writing your exams on, the temptation of trying to swivel your head or turn your head 360 to be looking for answers on the other computer, it means that you have violated the rules of the examination, and definitely you will be disqualified. Yes, if you have a paper beside you that you want to use it for the calculations, the system actually allows you. What the system will not allow you to do is to take your face off the screen and try to look for answers somewhere. With that, the system will disqualify you. So whatever paper or calculator that is beside you must make sure that your eyes are looking straight into the camera so that you don't take your eyes off it. So it must be beside your computer. Yes.
There's another recurring question that has come up several times, and I think that I want us to address that. It is a foundational question from the very beginning, because we are talking about using a laptop and we are talking about using a camera. And I think even in the notice, it was indicated there clearly. But people are asking that, is there an option? Is there any way they can still use their phone to do that? Is there that option, or is strictly by laptop?
It is strictly by laptop. The reason being that, when you are using your phone and then you receive calls
Right.
through the phone, it can distract the flow of the internet, and that will actually distract you from achieving the correct marks. In any other case, phones are not allowed, because that is why when you read the flyers that went out, it specifically stated that you are supposed to use computers or laptops with cameras, because you have to go through some pre-screening process
Okay.
before you start the exams. And
Right.
the AI tools will detect all these things. They will run a background check, okay, to find out that these things that were required for you have actually implemented them before you can actually start the exam. So phones, we discourage applicants from using phones. So try and get a computer or a tablet with a camera,
Right.
so that you'll be on the safer side. Phones are not allowed.
Right. There's this comment that I think is a compliment to the service, so I would like to read it to the hearing of all. The only service I have consistently seen doing this, that is from, is it Gam over? He's saying that the Ghana Immigration Service is the only service he has seen consistently doing this. Good. You are getting closer to your applicants to find and solve for them most of their worries. Bless her. Thank you very much. We are glad that you are benefiting from the information sections that we have been coming to you with. There's another question from Evans Wisdom Pra. He wants to know if he can write the exams at midnight, or it is something that would be an issue of concern if he does that.
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, thanks also be to our developers, TribeNet.
Right.
They have made sure that within the 4 days, the speculated 4 days, you can write the exams. It doesn't matter whether you write in the afternoon, in the evening, in the night, or at dawn. For the tradesmen who have already started, they have 4 days to write their exams. Okay, so if you decide to write it tomorrow, the system still allows you to write the exams tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Just that you must make sure that within the 4 days, you are able to write the exams. So it does not necessarily mean that you cannot write it at dawn or night. All that is saying is that make sure that the 4 days you are able to write the exam. Because if you don't write it and the days elapse, it means that you have forfeited your session. Because after this, the next category that I'll be writing is the degree, the degree holders. They are
HND.
the HND and the degree holders. They'll be writing it after the MBTI and then the treatment. So they can write it. Just that they have to make sure that they write it within the speculated period.
Yeah. So in the earlier notice that we provided even on our page is on the Ministry of Interior's page as well, and all other services. It was indicated quite clearly over there that there are durations or periods of time that have been designated to each category. So we have category A, B, and C. And so if you have been following us, you would know that from this period to that period, you are supposed to write your exams. And so because of that, I don't think that there's going to be any extension of any sort to anyone at all. So yes, let's take note of some of the updates that we put on our pages. Yes, well, we also have a question coming from Dapo Raymond. Dapo Raymond wants to know, hello GIS, what will happen to an applicant in the case of a power outage, machine malfunction, or internet failure?
Okay.
Yes.
So first of all, what I would like to say is that before you write the exams, make sure that you have enough power in your laptop. If you are using a desktop, ensure that at least you have a UPS. In the event that the system goes off, wherever you were before the system went off, when you log in, you will continue from where you left off. But to be on the safer side, ensure that you have all these things in place in terms of power, and ensure that you also have a very good internet connection, and also ensure that you have a very good computer so that you don't get frustrated or back and forth trying to find ways of writing the exams. So make sure that you have all these things in place. When you have all these things in place, you'll be able to write the exam successfully. But as I said earlier, if there's an internet disruption and then the internet come back, you can continue from where you left off. Just that when you submit the exams, you cannot go back.
Oh, okay.
Once you submit, it means that you are done with the exams. So before you start or in the process of the exams, you must make sure that the answers that you are selecting are, you know the answers, so that when you move to the next stage, you don't come back, because it doesn't allow you to come back.
Right.
So before you select the answer, ensure that what you are selecting is the right answer, because you don't have the option of coming back. But yes, I mean, if there's a power outage or internet disruption, you have the liberty to continue from where you left off.
Right. So, following up to that, I think that so it means that within the period, there's a time duration also given when you open the portal and begin to answer your question. Is that correct?
Exactly.
So, meaning when you open the portal and then the time is running, there's no way that you can end that time period and go back.
No.
So when we sit down, you start, you have to finish.
Yes, you have to finish.
So until you get the free time for yourself and you are ready to begin, you are fully prepared. That is not the time that you go and then look into the thing and then go back
exactly
and come back.
So
again.
you see, the most interesting part of it is that before you even start, the system tries to check your internet connection. Okay, it tries to check your camera, try to check the basic things that you need in writing the exams to make sure that yes, you are fully prepared before you continue with the exam. So there are a lot of AI analytical tools that have been implemented behind the scene that ensures that the applicant actually is able to go through the process successfully and begins the exams. So, and I think most of this information have been shared on our website, on our Facebook page, and even when you go to the Ministry of Interior, when you go to their platforms, you'll be able to see all this information. So applicants themselves should make sure that they read and understand the entire process before they begin the exams. Thank you.
Thank you too. So there's a very interesting question. I think it was coming from Nana Owusu. And he is asking, he wanted to find out, he's saying that there was a dress code that was provided for the documentation period. And so he wants to know if there's a dress code for the exams period as well. Do you have to dress in a certain way before you sit in front of the camera? Remember, we've mentioned that there's a camera that is capturing you. So is that going to affect him or her?
Thank you very much.
Affect his results?
So, this time around, we are not using physical centers to write the exams where officers will check the dress code of the applicant. At the comfort of your home, you can even sit on your bed, you can even anywhere. Okay, just that you must make sure that there is no object behind you, somebody sitting behind you, showing you the answers, setting up computers behind, besides, anywhere, because the system is designed that it will detect any exams malpractices. So for dress code, once you are sitting, you can even wear your singlets and wear your pajamas and write it. Just that you must follow the rules. The rules are saying that make sure that you align your head straight into the camera. Okay, for there's no dress code. And if anybody is promising you that is going to create a center for you to go and write the exams, applicants, I'm sorry, you are writing it on your own. Nobody is going to camp you anywhere and be checking your dress code. You can sit at home and write it. We don't have any physical centers anywhere. So if somebody has promised you that he has opened a physical center, come and write it, then you have to be very careful.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. But I think that we have to clarify this. I've actually seen, after monitoring the media space, we have seen that there are actually some benevolent Ghanaians who want to help people from their areas. And so they have put together something for instance, if you are from, let's say, Wa, and they know that there are some internet issues in certain areas in Wa, so they want to put you somewhere and provide laptops for them or provide desktops for those people. So these people are doing it as a form of contribution to their communities to help the young people who are applying to be part of the service. So I don't know, does it apply to them? Because this is a setting that they will be in a group setting and they are writing the exams because they don't have access to these things that we are asking them to.
Yeah, that's a very good question. So yes, benevolent individuals can set up centers, but they must follow strictly according to the rules. So if you are setting up for applicants to write the exams, you must make sure that you don't set them as like classroom settings where people are sitting behind other applicants. You know, when we are writing exams in school, I sit behind another person sits behind another person. You cannot do that because the camera will detect any object, any human being, anything that is behind an applicant, and then would automatically flag it. So if be mindful of how you set up for the applicant. It's very good that other individuals are coming in to help because of internet issues or even transportation issues based on what they have found out about the challenges of some applicants. But as I said, the rules must be obeyed.
Right.
If you are doing a benevolent job, then you must also ensure that you don't it doesn't disqualify the applicant. So don't try to set it like a classroom kind of examination.
Oh, okay.
Yes, where
someone can be seen
behind you, because a camera will definitely detect somebody sitting behind an applicant.
Oh, okay.
So either you set up a round table kind of setup. Yes.
So I've seen a lot of that out there.
So that can be done.
Yes.
That can be done.
We want to commend those individuals who are stepping in to contribute one way or the other for applicants to have access to. Some people don't have laptops, they don't have desktop. We completely understand the concern, but we are transitioning into the digital environment. It's a technological world right now. So we want to move forward. We definitely, as a service, we also want to progress.
Exactly.
And so that is why we are also moving into this environment where we want us to use the digital format for the examination. So we commend the contributions these individuals are making. But like we said, the rules still are the rules. So we make sure that we follow according to the guidelines that have been provided, so that applicants do not get disqualified just by the mere fact that someone is trying to help them out. Now, there's another one from Gayam Over. For someone who applied 2 or more services with same certificate, but different fields, will he write 2 exams or just 1?
Okay. Thank you. So if you applied with 2 different certificates, assuming you applied with immigration as a general duty, and then maybe you apply through fire as maybe a sportsman, you'll be allowed to write 2 exams. But where you applied, assuming you applied through immigration as a general duty, and then fire as a general duty, you write 1 exams.
Oh.
Yes, unless where the certificate varies, that you have a sports certificate and then you have maybe a general duty certificate, or you have a WASI, or even if you have a diploma in, let's say, mechanics, and then you have another diploma in maybe accounting, you applied with immigration as a different category, and then fire as a different category, then you are allowed to write 2 exams. But if you use 1 certificate to apply for both, then you write 1 exam.
1 exam.
Yes.
So at this point, you would have to use your own discretion to choose which service that you want to prioritize.
Exactly.
So forcing forcing is saying that, are the applicants supposed to download a Proctor app to be able to access the examination?
No, everything has been incorporated into the system. That's why I said TribeNet, they've sat down, designed the entire system to make it flexible and fair for each applicant.
Yes.
So you don't need to download anything. As I said earlier, once you open the application, ensure that you are working within our environment. Do not try to open another tab. Do not try to download anything. Do not try to slot in a pen drive. Once you do anything of that sort, the system will detect it.
Oh.
Yes. So once you open our portal, stay on our portal. Do not try to open another tab or another browser. It means that you are trying to look for answers somewhere. Okay. So when you are done, and if you want to open another portal, that is your own issue. As I said, the laptop is yours. You have the liberty to do whatever you want to do. But once you open our portal, we take full control of your system. So whatever you do that is in violation to our rules, it means that you'll be flagged and then disqualified. So applicants should be very careful of whatever they do, even on their own laptop.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because you are joining immigration, and then you don't want to try and beat immigration whilst going through immigration processes. Yes,
Indeed.
thank you.
Thank you very much, Superintendent Henry. We would also like to have feedback from you. So far, we've answered some questions. So if we have answered your question accordingly, you are happy with your answers, it's clear to you, give us feedback so that we understand that what we are doing, we are helping you out. There's another question from Chris Dereen. Can you scan through all the questions before starting the exams? I think you actually explained earlier how the portal works, but I'm thinking that this person, it hasn't been clear. So if we could take it again.
Okay, so you cannot scan through the questions because you answer one question and then you move to the next stage. So you don't have the liberty to scan through the entire questions. Open the portal, answer one question, move to the next step, answer the next question. So the entire questions have been exhausted. Then you can then submit. So you don't have the privilege to scan through the questions.
Then
you go and come back. Okay, so you cannot do that.
Yes.
So be prepared. You be prepared before you sit behind the computer to write the exams. Yes.
So we are advising that you are fully prepared. We are actually assuming you started preparing from the very beginning after submitting your forms. So there shouldn't be any hesitation. When you open the platform, you are ready for it. We encourage you to just try your hands on it. I don't even think it's difficult.
No.
It's not that difficult. Yes. We have Owusuzanda. He wants to find out, please, can we open the calculator on the laptop and use it? So there are laptops. Okay, so laptops, they have the calculator feature on it. So instead of using an external calculator, they would rather like to use and then I think you said you have access to what is going on the laptop when they start the exams. Will that be something that can disqualify someone if the person is using the laptop on a calculator on the laptop?
Yes, because you are not allowed to do anything on the laptop apart from the page that you have opened, the recruitment, the exams portal that you have opened. Right. You don't have anything to do on the laptop. And then let me also clarify this. I think somebody asked whether you see your results. As I said earlier, you will not see your results when you submit. It doesn't give you an automatic results.
So it's not an automated thing. The results will be collated and updated on the platform in due time.
If you have passed, when you log on again and you have passed to the next stage, the system will tell you that yes, you have qualified to the next stage.
Yes. Abraham Agbeshi Zoiku. A brother has logged into this portal. His application was detected, but no questions were made available.
So the brother has logged in.
Yes.
But first of all, you need to check whether the brother qualified.
Oh, okay.
Because if you did not qualify, when you log on, you will not see any aptitude test on your portal.
Right.
So first of all, you need to check whether actually you were qualified. If you didn't qualify, you will not see the next stage of the recruitment process. Thank you.
Sir, the laptop issue is problematic. So some people are saying that this whole laptop issue is problematic. So they really need to know. We have addressed this already, that the phone is not an option because of how the system has been designed. And we've mentioned that we are trying to move forward. So if you should probably keep your eyes and ears open as an applicant. There are actually individuals who are providing spaces in certain regions, in certain towns close to you, that you can go there and actually write your exams. There are people who are providing data, there are people providing desktops. Even there are schools that have opened their doors for people to come and then write exams there. So I'm sure that when you assess any of these, they can help you out. But this is a system that has been designed for this purpose, and the rules are something that we have to abide by.
Exactly.
Yes. So the laptop issue, we are hoping that we will not hear it as a question again. Hopefully we will not hear it as a question again. So quickly, I would like to go to some of the I think that some of you also missed the information we had shared earlier. So I would like to take them one by one and then maybe explain them as we go. So some of the guidelines for the aptitude test for the 2025-2026 recruitment process. I would like to read those guidelines to you. So for the aptitude test, applicants are hereby notified that the centralized recruitment aptitude test will be conducted online. We have already mentioned that.
Yes.
Applicants are to prepare adequately before and to note that the exam is best taken on a computer system with a webcam and microphone. But is this like compulsory? If I don't have a webcam and my laptop camera is great, can I use it without the webcam? Or I have to have a webcam, I have to have a microphone attached?
Yeah, because most of the computers that can be like if you are doing Zoom, you still have a microphone. It's not like a physical microphone, but the inbuilt ones. Most of these laptops that are coming out have inbuilt microphone.
Oh, so it's not an external one?
No. If you have an external one, fine. But I mean, the laptops that are coming up have internally built microphones.
Okay.
That's why when it starts, the system checks all these things. Then you are allowed to proceed to the next stage.
Yes. So for the category A, B, and C, it has been indicated that category A includes NVTI, JHS, sportsmen, and the certificates. Those who are providing certificates in artisanal certificates, technical, and all those people, they are part of category A. And we are going to start the exams with them. It actually started earlier today. And for category B, we have the HND degree and master's category. That's for category B. Category C is the WASI category. So category A applicants are shown to and will be required to answer 30 questions, while category B and C. So category B and C are HND degree, masters, and then category C being WASI. These applicants will be required to answer 60 questions in total. So an earlier question came in that, is it going to be an objective?
Yes, it is.
Is it objectives only?
Yes.
All right.
You just select, and then you move forward.
Yeah. And we are all to note that the pass mark is 65%. And like we just mentioned, we are encouraging all of you to participate. Try to surmount all the obstacles and challenges that you are facing. Even if you have to step out there and then borrow a colleague's laptop, why don't you do that? And then sit down and then try your hands on it. Now, for category A, from Tuesday, that's the 10th, today, to Friday, 13th of February 2026, category A individuals or applicants are going to be taking part in the examination. That is for those who have presented their certificates as sportsmen, those who have presented their certificates as JHS leavers, and as people who have completed NVTI and they have their certificates. Remember that you have presented those certificates, yes. So they are going to take their examination first. They are the ones who are in category A. Now, category B, we do have the HND degree and masters, and their examination will start on Saturday, the 14th of February to Tuesday, 17th February 2026. And then the HND degree and then masters, they are for this category. WASI, that is the last category. Those who have completed senior high school will be taking their exams from Wednesday 18th to Sunday 22nd February 2026. Yes. Now, all applicants within the above categories across all the services. So this examination going on is not only exclusive of the Ghana Immigration Service. The fire service is doing the same, the police service is doing the same, and then we have the prison service as well. I think we have even clarified that if you have applied to both services, there is no way that you will have the chance with the same certificate. Is that correct? But if you have applied with different certificates, let's say that you have a technical certificate and you applied to fire service, and then you decided to use your degree to apply to the Ghana Immigration Service, then you can get the opportunity to do for both. But if that is not the case, then you have to prioritize one and concentrate.
And then let me also clarify something.
Okay.
I mean, the beauty of it all is that when you pass for Ghana immigration, it means that you have passed for. If you apply for police and fire, it means that you have passed for police and fire. It's just one exam. So that is the beauty of it. Okay, so I'll entreat all applicants, for those especially who apply to multiple institutions, to try as much as possible to pass. And then when you pass, you have the option to choose. You have about 3 or 4 institutions that you can actually continue the process with. So that is the beauty of it.
Okay. We have some questions coming in. So Clifford Sharif wants to find out, so can you bend your head down to solve the questions, especially maths? I think this maths, it's a recurring issue and it's something that is bothering people a lot.
Yes, you can bend your head. As I said, the camera is positioned to, detect unusual movements. Like if you swivel your head, but if you bend your head, and then you are solving questions, the camera is able to detect that, in fact, you have actually bent your head to solve a question. But where you take your face or your head off the camera entirely, it means that you are looking for answers elsewhere. Okay, so the camera must be in a position to detect your movement. Okay, so if you bend your head, the camera still is able to detect that you've bent your head. That is not in violation of the rules. Okay, but trying to turn your head 360, trying to look for answer signs of that one is AI powered.
Right.
Yes. It's AI powered.
You saying AI powered, we wish it was human beings that would be considerate, but since it's AI, I think it's out of our hands at this point.
Exactly.
It's out of our hands.
There is no invigilator. The invigilator is your camera.
It's your camera. Hey, this is serious. So can I say that those of us who join the service writing, we have advantages and disadvantages, but if you weigh them,
every era
and
its own advantages and disadvantages.
Okay.
Yeah, we are in the Gen Z era.
Gen Z.
Everything is computerized, and that's the beauty of it. It makes life flexible.
Okay. And then even gives access to more people than before.
Exactly.
Yes. For category A, we would also want to notify for those applicants that the category A applicants will further be subjected to a trade test based on their selected trade vacancies. So for category A, there's another test that you are going to participate in later. Now, we would like to continue with the guidelines. Applicants are to note the following for a seamless online aptitude test. The link to the test have been made available already for those who have started. For a best experience, we want to reiterate that you need to use a webcam or you use a microphone. And then the superintendent has already clarified that there are inbuilt ones. There are laptops that come with clear access to microphone and then camera. So for those ones, they don't have a problem. Applicants will also go through an enrollment stage once they click on the start test.
Exactly.
Right. So the start test button, there's no going back from there. So you mean if I start test and then 1 to 5, I can't stop?
When you start the exams?
The exams.
Yes, you must complete it. You cannot go back.
Right.
Once you answer the first question, you move to the second question. You don't have the chance to go back. That's why I'm saying that before you answer, think carefully of your answer. And then the timer is set that it runs whilst you are doing the exams. So you are able to know how much time is allocated and how much time is left.
Wow.
So that is it. Yeah.
Okay. Now, when the test cannot be closed or stopped or saved.
Saved, yes.
So it's not a thing that you can come back and continue. Yes. The test will be automatically also submitted once the allotted time elapses. Answers must be provided to each question before proceeding to other questions.
Yes.
Like I said, I'm sure that for some, this is their first time. For some of us, we have encountered exams like this, where when you start the exams after question 1, you can't go and come back to question 1. Question 1, 2, 3, 10. You can't come back and change your mind about question 5. Your answer is your answer. So we encourage all of you to get prepared adequately before you start the exams. Answers will be provided for each of the questions. Any attempts to have a different person other than the applicant to take the test will be detected and sanctions will be applied.
As I said earlier.
Yes, that brings me to a question. An individual actually complained. I saw it somewhere online. I haven't seen the comment here on this live, but she did experience that when she went into her portal, she realized that there was a wrong picture, and so the camera could not detect her face and immediately told her to log out.
I have not. This is the first time I'm hearing that.
Yeah.
But I think we'll send this to the technical team, TribeNet,
Yeah.
and then they will look into it. We have actually sent them some consent, which they are working on it. But maybe what I would say is that the applicant should try again, because the applicant has about 4 days.
Okay.
To write the exams.
So
you should try again. Maybe there was a challenge. Perhaps maybe the camera could not detect her face properly, or something like that. So the applicant should try again. But the concerns are well taken. And TribeNet is also monitoring this live feed.
Oh,
so
beautiful.
Yes, so definitely, I'm sure they will work. If it's a technical issue, they will definitely work on it. That's why they've given 4 days for applicants. So if you have an issue, I'm sure within the 4 days, they have a technical team that will be able to resolve these challenges. So applicants can try again.
Right. So I'm thinking that even with this particular question, when we were doing the live session for the second phase, there are people who actually indicated that the pictures that they provided were different from what they saw later. And so I was assuming that by the time that we got to the second, we finished the second stage, all these things would have been corrected. But like we said, we have taken into consideration. I don't know whether this person has come for.
Let me explain this.
Yes.
The system cannot determine the picture that you are putting there, whether it's your picture.
Oh,
okay. Assuming you are filling an online application, maybe a visa application, and you are a female, and you decide to put a male picture there. I stand to be corrected. Since time immemorial, I've never seen any system to determine that this is a male or female picture. So most of the applicants who went to the cafe people collected bunch of pictures and bunch of details. So they were just filling the applications for applicants. And before I realized, they have interchanged the pictures on the profiles of the applicants. So that is why when they even came for the screening exercise, we did not use pictures to disqualify them, because we realized that some of these mistakes were genuine.
Right.
But
that's quite unfortunate.
Yes, but that does not disqualify you from writing the exam. As far as I know.
Right.
Yes, it doesn't disqualify you from writing the exams. That is why I'm saying that the lady who is complaining can check again, even though TribeNet is also monitoring. If it's a technical issue, I'm sure they will resolve it. So nobody is going to be disqualified based on the picture that he or she put in the application, because we realized that some of them, the mistake did not even come from the applicant, but rather the cafe attendant who helped them,
helping them to fill the form.
Yes. So the fact that you are able to go through the application, through the screening exercise, yes, that you were never disqualified. The exams, you will be able to write it. That is not a challenge.
So we are also grateful for this info session, because it's helping us to discover some of the gaps that we would later on try to fix in case we are going to use the same system next time for the recruitment exercise. So
Exactly.
the feedback that we are getting has been great, and it has been helpful for us as well as a service, and we are hoping we continue to get such feedback.
And then one thing I also want to clarify here is that going forward, for applicants, I will entreat that even if you give your application to a cafe attendant or a brother or a sister to fill for you, make sure you are beside that brother or sister or the cafe attendant, so that whatever information that is inputting into the system, you have seen it yourself, and you'll be able to verify that yes, this is your date of birth, this is your picture. Some of them go to the cafe, they leave their documents and the pictures in the hands of the cafe attendant to fill it for them, and they just go home. Okay, so you must be there and ensure that it's indeed your information that is going into the system. And one other thing is that when a profile is created, ensure that that profile, the cafe attendant or your brother logs off before he fills in another application. Because sometimes you realize that one profile, one email address or one profile has been used to create several applications. And that is why these challenges were coming. Because the system is designed that if you fill the application for immigration, it captures the basic information like your name, your date of birth, your hometown. These things never change. So the only thing that perhaps may change is when you go a bit down to the application where you find maybe educational certificate, because maybe you have different educational certificate. That one can vary. So you have the option to include those in the profile. But for your name, your date of birth, and basic information about you will not change. So the system picks it. So that it assumes that when you are filling another application, you don't need to worry yourself and type all these information. So then it continues and then you add the relevant information. So when you create the profile for yourself and then fill your application. Even if you're applying for 3 institutions, make sure you create them in that profile. Any other person that want to fill another application must use a different profile, create his own profile. So that is what it is. So this is why some of these challenges actually came about. Yes, but we are educating them that next time, they should make sure that they know that their profiles have been created, not somebody's profile that they are working in. Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much. And this has been a very eye-opening session for all of us. There's a question coming in from Dada Bishop. Since the system detects sound, will applicants be disqualified in the process of using the calculator, since inputting a number on the calculator may produce sounds? So what kind of sounds is the system looking out to eliminate, and what kind of sound is acceptable?
Human voice.
Human voice, okay.
Yes, where somebody's sitting behind you and then mentioning the answers. Okay. So that is why I said do not allow anybody to interfere in the process. It is you and your computer.
Right. Somebody is asking, can I use an iPad? My iPad camera and microphone is even better than a laptop.
Yes, you can use an iPad, but what I said earlier was that ensure that this iPad does not receive calls. When you receive calls, it intends to disrupt the flow of the network.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and it can also distract your exams. So yes, you can use an iPad, but you should make sure that you do not receive calls on the iPad. I think even on the flyer that TribeNet shared, I think you can use iPad and then computer. Yes, so iPad is allowed, but as I said, make sure that you don't receive calls on them, because it can actually disrupt the entire exams for you. Yeah, to be on the safer side, if I were you, I will use a computer. Yes.
And Joseph Kweku is asking, assuming you are taking the test in the evening and the ECG off the lights. So laptops are such that
you can have enough power
to
continue.
with.
And then if you're using a desktop, try and get a UPS by your side, so that even in the event that the power goes off, you still have enough power to continue the exam.
Oh, there's a question that just came in. Okay, I think this one we have already tackled that. Someone is asking again, if you've applied for 2 services with a degree certificate, but different emails. Okay, different emails.
Yes, even if you applied with different emails, but you applied
with a degree certificate for 2 different services,
but with the same certificate.
The same certificate,
yes,
but
because
2 different emails.
Yes, so the email doesn't change anything here. The idea is that the system is designed in such a way that it's use your reference numbers and then link them up to determine whether you use the same certificate for the other service. And then you are allowed to write just one exam. So the email doesn't change anything.
So for this one, I think it's a bit detailed. I don't know if we have details to that, or it's at the discretion of the system. So Afaji Patrick wants to find out, please, how many minutes per question?
So for those writing, the tradesmen who are writing the 30 questions, I think, yes, 30. They use 20 minutes
for the 30 questions.
60 questions for 40 minutes. So make sure that you yourself, you determine how many minutes you want to use. You want to allocate for a question. There is no specific allocation of minutes per question. Yes.
Wow.
Yes, but once you start, the timer will tell you that you have 40 minutes. If it's 40 minutes, you must complete the exams within 40 minutes.
Oh, okay. So if you, let's say you spend like 10 minutes
to finish all, 5, yes, that is your own problem.
It will time you out.
It will not time you out.
Right.
The thing is that you must complete the exams within 40 minutes. So if you decide to spend 10 minutes on question 5 without answering any question, the timer will still be running. When the time elapses, 40 minutes, and then you have reached only question 10, the system will submit it.
Wow.
And then whatever marks that you deserve, the system will allocate it later on for you.
That's very interesting.
Yes. So even if you decide to spend 20 minutes on one question, the system will not time you up. The system is only designed to allocate the entire minutes for the exams. So if it's 40 minutes, you must complete the exam in 40 minutes. If you want to spend 40 minutes on one question, that's for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Derek Milton says, can a US citizen apply? I think you are late, Derek Milton, because we are at the 3rd stage of the recruitment exercise. You are now talking about application. Very specific.
Yes, please.
This AI is very specific. Yes, we all wish it was a human thing, but since it's AI, it's interesting. But we are learning a lot from it, so that eventually we will adapt to the new system. We have no option than to adapt. We are moving forward, not backwards. Now, there is another question. Okay, we have already answered that they are all going to be objective questions. There's another question on dress code. You just need to be decent and sit in front of your camera. I don't think that any of us would even make a call to our grandparents in the village and we want to be naked. So likewise, you can't come to exams. I'm sure that you just have to be decent as much as possible and sit in front of your camera. The concentration should be on the work that you are coming to the work you are coming to do there. I mean, not the effort you are coming to put in is the key thing, and definitely not what you are addressing. The dressing, we have already looked at that when you came for the documentation. Your dressing will tell us a lot. So, and then I think that for those who have had questions about why they didn't qualify, I've seen some of the questions here, and I didn't want to address it. But you would understand that for some of you, the dress code that we provided, you turned up without the dress code. Some of you had the chance to even go back and change the account. and there are some who didn't even come back at all. But then you come and ask in the comment section that why was I disqualified and I wasn't informed. We have given you a dress code. Officers are working with about 500 people, and then you come with the wrong dress code. We are going to move on to the next person. Even if you go and then you don't come back, we have moved on to the next person. But you are here asking, why wasn't I told? Would you want to tackle that a bit?
Of what, the dress code?
No, the qualification, that they have not been qualified to the next, and we haven't told them. That there was some of explanation we're supposed to provide.
No, I think when you are disqualified, if you move to your portal, if you were disqualified based on documentation, the system will tell you you failed documentation.
Okay.
If you were disqualified based on body selection, the system will tell you you failed based on body selection.
Yes.
So I will entreat the applicant who asked that question to
And
go.
even for those who were absent, the system will tell you that you were absent.
So
Yes.
for the gentleman who's asking that question, I will entreat him to go and log into his portal
And check again.
The reason for the disqualification is clearly spelled out on the portal. Yes, please. Thank you.
There's a Theophilus Kujodi who wants to indicate that this is one of the free and fair recruitment I have witnessed since I was born in 1992. Wow.
We thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We thank you very much.
Your comment is very long. Okay, but I will still read it. This will impact discipline into the youth and moreover encourage them to also take their lessons seriously, especially ICT. I think the Ministry of Education should adopt this strategy to our junior high and senior high schools. What of those who are in rural areas where it is difficult for them to get access to computer? So, well, our education system should look into that, of course. Theophilus, we are grateful for contributing your comments to this discussion. Like we said, we are moving forward with our system, and so we are doing our best to give a free and fair space to everybody to participate. That is the best we can do, but this is the system that we are working with. Hopefully, our education system would help most people to be able to access us next time. Oh, there are other questions, but basically the questions that we keep having are almost the same. They are talking about webcam, they are talking about microphone.
I think we've answered that.
We've answered those questions. So you can go back. This live session will continue to be on our page. You can watch it over and over again. So that some of you who just joined us later, I'm sure that you see that your questions have been answered. We have also talked about the calculator issue, and I'm seeing some questions coming in with regards to calculator issues. We have talked about your appearance. We have spoken about appearance as well. We've talked about laptops, the size of the screen of what you are supposed to use.
That is it. The tablets.
For tablets,
yes. For tablets. It should be 12 inches.
12 inches.
Or more.
Or more. Right. We've talked about all those things. We've talked about the fact that it's going to be objective questions. We've talked about the categories with which you are put into, the duration you are supposed to participate in the exams, the timing that has been provided on the system. So I'm sure that any other question apart from this have already been answered. So hopefully you can rewatch the live session and then we would come back later on if there are new issues coming up. But then so far, I think the only technical issue that we are going to review and look into is the question where the lady was asking about her picture being mixed up somewhere. And so we'll try to get those ones resolved as soon as possible so that all of you can participate in that. We thank you very much on behalf of the Ghana Immigration Service and the Recruitment Committee represented by Superintendent Boachi right here. We are grateful for always availing yourself. He's a very busy man, but he avails himself because we want to provide a free and objective platform for everybody to be able to take part in the recruitment exercise. Thank you and see you next time.
Thank you. Thank you.
And TV, my TV team, thank you.